Hey guys, it's your girl Renee, and we are doing another edition of Cooking in the Kitchen with Renee. And today we are going to be making some stewed chicken. And what I have in this pot is I have some brown gravy, I have some black pepper, I have some chicken that I've cleaned and put in there, and I've added some water. You know, when you open up your gravy packet, and it's two gravy packets that I put in this pot, and you just read the instructions on the back, and then it never seems to have enough water once I do the two packets of gravy to cover the chicken. So I add enough water to cover the chicken, and then I put like two tablespoons of sugar in here. So what I need to do is I need to add some more black pepper, and then I need to also add some onions. And these onions are the onions that I grew in my garden. So I'm going to add some more black pepper to this pot, as you guys can see, because I don't know about you, but when you are cooking, you want to make sure that your food is well seasoned, because who wants to eat bland food? I don't know about you, but if I'm going to take the time to cook something in the kitchen, trust and believe we are going to do it, and we are going to have some flavorful food coming out of this pot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut up the onions, and then I am going to put them in this pot, stir it up, and then I have my stove top on medium high, and I'm just going to let this cook and cook and cook until you see how that gravy thickens up. And then once you see that your gravy thickens up, go ahead and taste your gravy to make sure it has all the flavors that you need. And then I'm going to be making some rice, and I'm going to throw some cornbread on the side, because you can't have stewed chicken without cornbread, child. That's just not how we roll in this household. So let me get these onions diced up, but I want to show you my onions that I grew first, and then I'm going to clean them up, and then we're going to dice them and add them to this pot, baby. Drop it, them onions in this pot, so it can add to the flavor of this fantastic stewed chicken that we are making today. Okay, you guys, I cut all the tops of the onions off. I still have to clean them, but I just wanted to show you these are onions straight out of my garden. See, so I have the soil on the bottom. So I need to clean these, and that's the yellow one, and this is a white onion. I am so excited about being able to grow onions in my garden, and I can bring them into the house and I can use them to prepare meals. Woohoo! Way to go, Renee. I'm so excited. So let me get these cleaned up, chopped up, and then we're going to throw these bad boys in the pot. Look at them onions. It's looking so good. All right, you guys. So this is what the onion looks all chopped up. This is my onion. I love it. I'm still so excited that I grew my own onion. Look how shiny that onion is. Look at that. You can see all the green stripes on this white onion. Beautiful. That's a close-up look of what it looks after I cut it. Just beautiful. This just makes you so proud to be able to say that I grew something in my garden that I can bring into the house, cut it up, and feed it to my family, and know it's going to be healthy, and it's not going to have all those preservatives and all the pesticides and all that stuff on it. So let me go ahead and finish chopping this onion, and then we're going to scoop this onion, woohoo, into this pot of this stewed chicken. Don't that look good, you guys? Cannot tell me anytime you make a dish with chicken, it's always going to be good. All right, let me finish cutting this onion up so we can get it in the pot, baby. Come on. All right, you guys, so here is the onion. I got it on my cutting board, and we are about to scoop this bad boy into this pot. Come on, let's get it in this pot. Woohoo! Onions, onions, do your job. Smells so good and fresh. All right, we got the onions in there. Now let's stir them up so we can add that to the flavor of the stewed chicken. All right, guys, so we added the onions. So we're going to stir it up, and then we're just going to let this cook down. And then when it is all cooked down, and I'll come back and show you the thickness of how this gravy looks. And then it'll be time to make our rice, get that cornbread popping. And then when it's time to plate this food up, you know your girl gonna come back and I am gonna show you the finished product. Sorry, I'm not on camera today because your girl is looking like a hot mess because I was outside in that garden today. Woo! Still working on this heat wave we got over here in Virginia, zone 7B. But hey, that doesn't stop you from getting out there and getting the food that you need in order to complete this delicious stewed chicken dinner. All right, guys, I'll be back when the chicken is almost done. All right, guys, so this is what the stewed chicken is looking like. Look at it, all bubbly, looking all delicious. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me get my spoon here so I can show you how good this chicken is looking. See, look at that. Now tell me that is not a good looking drumstick right there. Look at it. See how the gravy has gotten a lot thicker? The fogging of the steam from on my camera. See how the onions are looking, the one I grew, and how the gravy is much thicker? Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you want. You want it to be cooked down, and you want your gravy to look really, really thick. And that's what it's looking like. Now let's go and check out our rice. I got my rice over here cooking. So I got it cooking right here. And I'm about to put the top on it. So now the next thing I have to do is get my cornbread rocking and rolling. And we will be good to go. Beautiful. Look at that. Rice. Good looking chicken. All right, let's get that cornbread rocking and rolling. All right, you guys, I'm in here whipping up this cornbread. Look at that. Got my pan over here ready. So let's whip this up good. And then we're going to pour this bad boy in this pan. And then we are going to put it in the oven on 400 degrees and wait till it gets all nice and golden brown on the top. Trying to get all these lumps out of this cornbread mix. Because you know, when you buy that box cornbread, that Jiffy, because I usually make my cornbread from scratch, but I didn't have all my ingredients. But I did have 2 more boxes of that Jiffy that I was trying to use up. So that is what I am using. I think I got all the lumps out. Because you know, when you get that store-bought stuff and you buy it, it'll have all kind of lumps. All right, let's pour this bad boy in here. Look at that. It's in there. Looks good. Sorry, I'm pouring this on my table because I'm still trying to redesign my kitchen over here. So it looks good. All right. So we are going to put this bad boy in the oven. Let me get it open. And let's put that in there. All right. Let's stick this bad boy in the oven. Close it up. All right, cornbread, do what you do. All right, let's check on the rice. Ooh, this rice is ready, baby. Look at it. Let me see. I like to fluff up my rice. See how fluffy that rice is? Look, sorry. Steam up the camera. Getting yourself fluffy, that rice is. This rice is ready to go. Turn off the heat. Let's check on our chicken again. You see how that bad boy is looking. Yep, it looks good. Oh, yeah. Chicken looks good and ready, baby. All right, all we gotta do is wait for the cornbread to get done, and then it'll be time to eat. Woohoo! Then I'll plate up a plate that you guys see, and then I'll close out this video. All right, chicken, do what you do. All right, you guys, the cornbread is done. Woohoo! Look at that, nice and golden brown. So now all we gotta do is plate it up. So let's get our plate and let's dish out this delicious food. Woohoo! Alright, you guys, so here is my dinner. Woohoo! Got that beautiful cornbread. Even it is so hot it's still fogging up my camera. Then I got my rice with that gravy because I like to put my rice on my plate. Usually I put this in a bowl, but I wanted to make sure that you guys were able to see all the goodness. Look at that. Fresh grown onions. Look at that chicken up close and personal. Mm-mm-mm. This piece of chicken after the fog goes away. Look at that piece of chicken. Come to the side so you can see it that way. Boy, that cornbread is all that gravy on the side. Look at that gravy on the side. Mm-mm-mm. So I just wanted to bring you this. You guys now know how to make your stewed chicken and some rice and some beautiful cornbread. So with that being said, I want to say thank you for joining me for another edition of Cooking in the Kitchen with Renee. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And your girl is about to get her grub on. Mm-mm-mm. Take care. Let me know if you guys have ever tried stewed chicken before. And if you have, if you do it a different way than me, let your girl know so I can try your recipe and I can add that to my recipe list. Take care, you guys. Love you, love you. One more look of this beautiful stewed chicken and rice and cornbread. Mm, mm, mm. So good, so good, so good.